When it comes to dominating the basketball court, NBA players are praised for grabbing rebounds and showcasing flawless dribbling. But off the court, some of them face serious issues, especially when it comes to baby mama drama. Take Calvin Murphy, for instance. He has 14 children with 9 different women. And then there's Jason Caffey, who has fathered 10 kids with 8 baby mamas. The drama? It never ends. And don't even get me started on the insane child support payments. Let's dive into the lives of a few NBA stars who could practically form their own teams with their kids and baby mamas. Allen Iverson is the father of 5 children, all with his high school love, Tawana Turner. Once considered one of the most electrifying and celebrated figures in NBA history, Iverson's personal life didn't end on such a high note. He spent 14 seasons capturing fans both on and off the court, and eventually retired as an 11-time All-Star and a 1-time NBA MVP. But behind the fame, Iverson's life was far from peaceful. He lived large, embracing a flashy lifestyle that matched his status, but it wasn't without chaos. His troubles with the law were frequent. In one disturbing incident in 2001, during a heated domestic dispute, Iverson allegedly kicked his naked wife out of the house. He and his uncle then went looking for her, eventually finding her in a hotel room with 2 men. Iverson had a loaded gun with him and was charged with multiple crimes, including unlawful possession of a firearm, aggravated assault, and criminal trespass. Somehow, the couple stayed together after that, at least for a while. Danny Ainge and his wife Michelle had 6 children together. Much like Iverson, Ainge met his wife in high school. But unlike Iverson, their marriage remained stable and free from public controversies, as far as anyone knows. What's amusing is that Michelle didn't fall for Danny because of his basketball talent. She was actually drawn to him as a football player. Luckily for Ainge, she didn't mind a husband who played hoops either. Ainge was a true multi-sport athlete in high school. He played football, basketball, and baseball. His professional sports career was just as impressive. He played in the NBA for teams like Portland, Boston, and Sacramento. Before making his NBA debut in 1981, he even had a 3-year run in Major League Baseball with the Toronto Blue Jays. Though he mellowed out with age, young Ainge was known for his fiery attitude and aggressive plays. He once even got into a wrestling match with an opponent on the court. You could say he dabbled in yet another sport. Shawn Bradley also has 6 kids, but only with 1 woman. Unfortunately, their love story didn't last. He married Annette Evertson in 1993 after meeting her in the early 90s. Together, they had 6 children, all with names starting with the letter C: Sierra, Chase, Cheyenne, Chelsea, Charity, and Chance. Although the names are cute, having 6 children wasn't enough to keep the couple together, and they eventually divorced. Bradley found love again and remarried in 2017. With his new wife, he adopted 3 more children. Off the court, Bradley was widely respected for his generosity and strong Christian faith. He was committed to community service and giving back. On the court, he stood out, literally. At 7 feet 6 inches tall, Bradley was one of the tallest players to ever play in the NBA. That height helped him lead the league in blocks during the 1996 to 1997 season. Michael Jordan is the father of 5 children from 2 different women. Although he initially tried to maintain his marriage to his first wife, it ultimately ended in divorce, resulting in one of the most substantial divorce settlements in celebrity history at the time. In fact, it was the largest publicly known celebrity divorce payout during that period. Jordan is widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players ever. His impressive career includes 6 NBA championships with a flawless 6-0 finals record. He also earned 6 finals MVP awards, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, 3 steals titles, and the 1987-88 Defensive Player of the Year award. His accolades speak volumes about his dominance on the court. However, his personal life didn't mirror that same success. He married Juanita Vanoy in 1989, and together they had 3 children. Their marriage faced challenges, and the couple filed for divorce in 2002, citing irreconcilable differences. Shaquille O'Neal, known simply as Shaq, has 5 children with 2 different women. He met his first wife, Shawnee Nelson, in 1996, shortly after leaving the Orlando Magic for the Lakers. The couple didn't tie the knot immediately, but got married 6 years later in a private ceremony in 2002. Shawnee had a background in the film industry, and Shaq once described their marriage as an ideal relationship. He later admitted that leaving her was one of his deepest regrets. Together, they had 4 children, owned a luxurious home in Beverly Hills, and lived an affluent lifestyle. However, their relationship eventually fell apart. They first separated in 2007 and then again in 2009, finalizing their divorce. Reflecting on their split, Shaq said, "When you grow older, you reflect on the mistakes you made that could have been avoided. Divorce is one of them." 5 kids are certainly a lot to handle, but the next NBA player on our list has an even bigger family. Dominique Wilkins, famously nicknamed the Human Highlight Film, fathered 6 children with 2 different women. Renowned for his electrifying dunks and unforgettable matchups with Michael Jordan, Wilkins was one of the most thrilling players in NBA history. In 1992, he tied the knot with Nicole Berry, and the couple had 4 children. Their marriage lasted for 11 years, longer than many others in the NBA world, before ending in separation in 2003. In 2006, Wilkins married Robin Wilkins, with whom he had 2 more children. He also became the stepfather of Robin's son, Isaiah, from her previous relationship. Interestingly, Isaiah followed in Dominique's footsteps and built a career in basketball, both as a player and a coach. Despite 2 divorces, Wilkins didn't give up on love. He married a 3rd time, to a woman named Sunny. Little is publicly known about her, but it is confirmed that their marriage ended in 2018. Karl Malone, one of the NBA's most celebrated figures, has fathered 7 children with 3 different women. Though widely respected for his achievements on the court, including 2 MVP awards and ranking 3rd on the all-time scoring list with 36,928 points, his personal life has drawn significant controversy. Despite helping lead the Utah Jazz to multiple NBA Finals appearances, his off-court history is deeply troubling. One of the most disturbing aspects of Malone's past is that he fathered a child with a 13-year-old girl when he was 20. Although this incident never led to criminal charges, a DNA test later confirmed with 99% certainty that Malone was the biological father of Demetris Bell, conceived when the girl's mother, Gloria Bell, was just 12. Gloria was reportedly a neighbor of Malone's, and while no legal case was ever filed, her family is believed to have received a private financial settlement. Julius Erving, also known as Dr. JJ, has 8 children by 3 different women. Though his basketball career was nothing short of legendary, becoming the biggest star in the ABA, winning 2 ABA championships, and later securing an NBA title with the Philadelphia 76ers in 1983. His personal life was filled with complications and heartbreak. Erving married Turquoise Brown in 1972. They had 4 children together: Jasmine, Julius III, Corey, and Cheo. However, their long marriage ended in 2003 after it was revealed that Erving had fathered a child named Jules with Doris Madden during their marriage. This wasn't the only affair. Erving also had a daughter, Alexandra Stevenson, with sports journalist Samantha Stevenson in 1980. Alexandra became a professional tennis player. For many years, Erving only paid child support and had no real involvement in her life, but they began building a relationship in 2008. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the father of 5 children with 3 different women. His basketball journey was nothing short of extraordinary. He held the title of the NBA's all-time leading scorer until LeBron James surpassed him in 2023. Still, Kareem's record of 38,387 career points, along with his 6 NBA championships and 6 MVP awards, firmly cements him as one of the greatest athletes in the history of the sport. Aside from being a dominant force on the court, Kareem also had a notable family life. He married his first wife, Janice Brown, in 1972 after meeting her at a Lakers game. She later embraced Islam and changed her name to Habiba Abdul-Jabbar. Together, they had 3 children. One of their sons, Sultan, initially pursued basketball like his father, but later transitioned into acting. Kareem and Habiba divorced in 1978. Following that, he had a child with Cheryl Pistono. Kareem has credited Cheryl as one of the most impactful figures in his life, claiming her influence outweighed even that of his coaches, mentors, and teammates. Larry Johnson has 5 children with 4 different women, although the full details of his personal life remain somewhat unclear and surrounded by speculation. In the 1990s, Johnson rose to fame not only for his basketball talent, but also for his memorable appearances in Converse shoe commercials. While the sneaker industry in that era was dominated by Michael Jordan, Converse needed a fresh and entertaining approach. They introduced a series of ads featuring Larry as a comedic character named Grandmama, which quickly became a fan favorite. Along with his off-court charisma, Johnson impressed on the hardwood, playing 10 seasons primarily with the Charlotte Hornets and New York Knicks. He won the NBA Rookie of the Year award in 1992 and reached the NBA Finals in 1999.